Riding with the Rabbi.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Riding with the Rabbi. No, you're not hallucinating, and no, your camera is not backwards. This is, in fact, an episode of Riding with the Rabbi where I'm driving and the Rabbi is going to answer the questions, sitting in the hot seat. So,
wait,
how are you?
Am I riding with myself? Is that we did that last week?
That's correct. That's enough of that. That's going to take some time for us to get through. But
Okay.
in light of some important date coming along, we figured it was a good time, perhaps, for us to spend some more time and learn some more things about you. So thank you for indulging us and letting me drive your beautiful car.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Listen, you've done this to us, so now it's time for payback. So I thought we would go ahead and see if we could learn some new facts about you. And my idea was to maybe we'll go a little rapid fire, and then we'll slow down for some more serious topics here and there. But let's get started. We'll go nice and easy at first.
I just want to just say at the outset that whenever I'm sitting in this seat, it's usually a 16-year-old driving. So if I get a little edgy, you'll understand why. Okay.
No problem. I will not take it personally, although my driving has known to do that to certain people. Mindy. Anyway, so let's start. First, your favorite day of the week?
Tuesday.
Favorite month?
December.
Season?
Spring.
Chag?
Pesach.
Okay. Parsha?
Vayigash.
Very good. Color?
Don't have one.
Okay, fair. Is there a favorite number you have?
25.
50 perhaps?
25.
No? Okay. Well, that reminds me of
25
something now. How many pairs of glasses do you own?
A few.
Okay.
Wait, ones with the corrected prescription or just ones that I have?
Just in general, if you have to take a guess, how many pairs of glasses do you think you have?
Probably about 16.
All right, you must have a wonderful, wonderful optometrist. Anyone we know?
Yes, Dr. Mitch Cassell.
Oh, very nice.
Optics.
It reminds me, I just got myself a new pair of glasses. What do you think? No?
Oh, I got a pair too?
I even got a pair for you.
Oh, look at this. See? Oh, this is good.
Very good.
Oh, this is coming handy for New Year.
Now we can carry
Wait,
on.
can we say we could use this for like 2020
We're
backwards?
good to go. Yes, exactly. Alrighty. Your elementary school.
Which one?
You can give me all of them.
I went to Westchester Day School, then I went to Yeshiva Moshe Soloveitchik, then I went to Breuer's. Same yeshiva.
We can remove. I'm going to remove these so I can actually
Same yeshiva
see.
your father-in-law attended.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Esteemed.
They're very
yeshiva.
proud of both of us.
College?
I went to Ramapo College of New Jersey.
Okay. Your favorite subject in school?
Recess.
What did you major in college?
Psychology.
Your first job?
I worked at a beach club.
Okay. Doing?
I was a cabana boy.
Very nice. That sounds great.
Flamingo kid.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So, talking about jobs, when did you decide that you wanted to be a rabbi?
I was in yeshiva. It was probably, 1992, 93. And I did a summer enrichment program. And a few guys from the yeshiva, and I was one of them, we went down for a month to Jacksonville, Florida to enrich the community, to teach and to run a camp for the kids. It was something called the SEED program. It was really good, but it was there that I first realized that, I could, this is something I could do. And my teachers, my Rabbis were pushing me into it anyway. Like, they thought it would be a good choice, and I think they were right.
Very good. So how do you think it's been going so far, this rabbi
I'm still, after, I'm in my 25th year of the rabbinate, so I'm just still, in the testing phases.
Gotcha. Very good. Where did you grow up?
New Rochelle, New York.
The name of the street that you grew up on?
Croft Terrace.
Okay. And where do you live now?
Livingston, New Jersey.
Okay. So how'd you decide on Livingston and our community and Eitz Chaim?
So when here's an interesting tidbit that maybe a lot of people don't know. So I was a rabbi in Atlantic Beach for 11 years, and then I was approached by the Livingston community that I should interview for jobs, plural jobs, in Livingston because there were two shuls in Livingston that both shuls were looking for rabbis. I actually interviewed at both shuls, and I was actually a finalist at both jobs. The other shul that I did not work at, obviously, when it came during the period of the process, which was actually run by a friend of mine, and I realized that this probably was not the fit for me. But then after coming to interview at Eitz Chaim and spending Shabbos here in March, remember that Friday night at Andy Hutter's house, and we had the great line of all time when people asked me about Kol Isha, if you remember that. But it was then that we realized, this could be a great fit for our family and career-wise, community-wise, and I think that if I dare say, I think we needed one another. I think that's the way I like to put it. So.
I would agree with that. That's wonderful. And how's it working for the rest of the family, the schools? Everyone's enjoying their time here in Livingston?
So when we moved here, Rachele, our oldest, that was probably the toughest for her because she was going into 8th grade. So things we do to our kids. So to start a new school in 8th grade, but she's quite resilient and quite talented. I mean, she probably still holds it against us. I mean, not probably. She tells us that she holds us against us.
Sure, it'll be in the book one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, my kids are writing theirs. Don't worry.
Yeah, so she went through years and years at Kushner, 5 years in Kushner for her, and then the rest of our kids, and of course, so Adina, who we just had her bat mitzvah, she actually...
A wonderful simcha, by the way.
Yes, it was. I'm still recovering. She never really attended school in the 5 towns, so she doesn't have memories of that. So she basically started here, and then of course, Yingle's a Yingle. We know what happened with him.
Gotcha. Wonderful. Okay, let's go back to the lighter side. Favorite food?
Meat.
Okay. Favorite dessert?
Meat.
Very good. Favorite bourbon?
Bottled.
Okay, very good. So you mentioned that you happen to enjoy meat. There's something I don't quite get, maybe you can expand on. Your wife is a vegetarian, and you're a lover of fleisch, and she's a spectacular cook and chef of fleisch. How does that happen? How does that work? I mean, if that's not Minas Shamayim, I don't know what is.
Yeah, so it's an interesting thing. So we have difficulty when it comes to going out. When I say we have difficulty, she has difficulty because we always end up going to a meat restaurant. And I happen to love dairy. I just cannot eat it any longer because I'm super sensitive to it. Jewish stomach or whatever you want to call it. But, so we figure it out. But somehow that's one of her many talents, which, most people in our audience, they know how incredible she is. And I would say she's not the other half. She's kind of like the whole thing. But her
Familiar
secret
territory.
talents. Yes. One of the many secret talents that she has is that and by the way, she never cooked before we were married. So
wow.
This is all like on the job training. Pretty impressive.
Okay. Favorite store?
Saks Fifth Avenue.
Okay. What time do you wake up in the morning?
6:19.
And what time do you go to bed?
It varies, but late.
Okay. Favorite song?
Spirit of Radio by Rush.
Very nice. Favorite movie?
The one that I want to say, the one that
You decide. We do have so many viewers and followers that this could go viral, and most likely will. So just be careful what you say.
Okay, I'm gonna take the power version. I'm gonna say Miracle.
Okay, very good. Here's an interesting one. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to?
Anything but.
Okay, very good. That's all.
Sorry, Mom.
That's all you're gonna get on that one. I'm being nice. Now, all right, let's talk about some sports here. First, hockey. Please expand your hockey career, your love of the Rangers. How did it all begin? And what's it look like today?
Okay, so you've seen me, and I am, I've not been blessed with, how should we say, with vertical gifts.
Fair. Also familiar territory.
So basketball wasn't really a sport for me to play. And when you're a short Jewish kid in Jewish school, there aren't so many options. I mean, unless everyone else is, then they can play basketball too. But I didn't blast. So I picked up hockey along the way, and I loved skating. And then I started playing ice hockey when I was in high school, and I just kept playing. And then when I came back to Jersey, I was able to find a nice league to play again. And I still active. I have a game tonight.
You a good skater?
I could skate without falling down, and I just could say good enough.
Right,
last season, I led my team in scoring, I think.
Very nice. I can tell you that we certainly enjoy watching Moshe, starting at a super young age, picking up the sport, enjoying it. Your clips there on the social medias is certainly highly entertaining.
So what we do every
thank you.
morning when we wake up is that he insists that we go over all the previous night's games and scores.
Very nice.
Because he knows all the players. He knows during COVID he watched a lot of hockey, but he knows the players, the numbers, the teams.
Good come from behind win for the Rangers last night. Very nice to see. How do you feel about the Rangers' chances this year?
You know what? They have to just stay the course. As a Ranger fan, we don't get too excited because it's a long season. You have to play the entire season. But so far, they're off to a great start. We're really excited, and I'm super excited. One of my gift, I guess, maybe to myself, I don't know, but for this milestone birthday is I'm taking Moshe, now that Avelis is over, I'm taking Moshe to his very first game at Madison Square Garden.
That's fantastic.
And,
it's great. It is one of the beauties of having a son. Daughters as well come to the games with me. Not discriminating, but
it's different.
The sons, Brandon at this point pushes me to go to more games than I otherwise would go to. So it's really wonderful. Now let's move on to another sport. How did Rabbi get hooked on golf?
So I have when I was in Atlantic Beach, and one winter we went to Florida just to visit. One of the congregants was down there and he invited me to play. A gentleman's name is Kermit Walpin. He's a very, very dear friend of mine. He's about 95 years old. I'm not kidding you. And he should live and be well. He needs some healing right now. He and his wife Kitty invited us to their house in Aventura, and he took me to his course. And then, when you play that first time and you just get hooked. And that swing is very, very similar to the hockey swing, except the darn thing's not moving. So,
which makes it so much easier.
So much harder. But it's such a great lesson about, we did an episode, a video once about, I think for Josh, about golf and Torah, consistency, trying to repeat the same thing over and over. But since then, I wanted to always just be good enough that I could go out and not embarrass somebody when we play. And it's great. It's been a great tool for what I do. Because you get new levels of sort of you can do that. It's pretty.
You get to watch people getting frustrated. It must be wonderful. There is a rumor that you've got this ongoing match as of late. It seems to be going in your and Josh's favor. We don't really need to dig into that. But if you were to play with a different foursome, consisting of any personality, real, fake, or otherwise, past, future, present, but no one that you've met thus far, who would it be?
Okay, so I would have, from the golfing perspective, I would have to say Tiger Woods, just because I'm a huge fan.
You want to see what it is that you can too?
Exactly, and I mean, forget about his personal life, which is a train wreck, but I just from a golfing point of view, I'm a purist in that sense. I would love to see him. Would love to also, if you keep it athletic, Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky is actually a pretty good golfer. His son-in-law-ish, I don't know what they call him, but it's a pro. Yes, Johnson. And I would love to play, let's see, somebody, truth is I'd love to play with my dad. Okay. My dad he did play a little bit, but we never played together. But I would love to see, do something like that with my dad. Okay,
and if they could only be biblical characters, personalities.
Well, I would love to play with Moshe Rabbeinu because there would be no water hazards. He would just split the water in the ball. He
would just shoot an 18.
Yeah. I would love to play with Rabbi Akiva, who's always positive. So even when you hit a bad shot, he'd be like, no, this is good. This is what Hashem wanted. This is Hashem's plan. Something like that. And I would love to play with like a Rambam. The Rambam Maimonides, he would sit and dissect everything and tell you that this is exactly what you have to do, and this is what it says here, this is what it says here, this is how you have to approach it. So yeah, that would be a heck of a foursome.
Very nice.
I'd be lucky to be the caddy in that foursome.
Right, there you go. Very good. And let's go back to the simpler ones. How do you answer the phone?
Hello?
Okay. Different people do it differently. Do you have any collections? Do you collect anything?
Not currently right now, no.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I used to collect Matchbox cars.
Fair enough. Your favorite board game?
Trivial Pursuit.
Okay. Do you have any hidden talents that you'd like to share?
No.
Okay.
If we slow down, I think Jessica Wise is behind us.
Oh, very nice. This one is sponsored today by Saks Orthodontics and Summit Dental Partners. How often do you floss?
If you're watching daily, obviously.
Very good. Yeah. Very good.
Those pick things. Those.
Yes. Wonderful. Always got to support those too. Here we go. A little more serious. If you were to write a book, what would it be about?
It would be about being a rabbi to the Jewish people.
Okay, that's good. Next, it's a good parlay, perhaps. And if you could ask Hashem one question, what would that question be?
I mean, there's the easy one of sort of theodicy of, lots of things we don't understand, but I'm kind of okay with not understanding things because I guess it's kind of part of the job description. As somebody asked, why does this happen to me, Rabbi? And I said, you know what, we're in sales, not management.
Fair.
But I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I can't answer that offhand.
Okay, fair enough. Stump the rabbi.
Yes,
Yeehaw.
yes.
So what motivates you?
Seeing other people do well.
Great. What is the best advice you've ever received?
Football is life. The best advice is kind of like, do the right thing and tune out the noise.
Very good. So as you reach this milestone birthday, and we wish you all the best
40.
until 120, if not later, as soon as we figure that one out. Any words of wisdom, hopes for the future, anything else you want to share with, again, the millions and millions of viewers that we have here?
This Reaper just drove by. We should go steal his car.
Reaper, which car you think that is?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I have no ideas.
Sure he didn't leave it on with the keys in it. Any closing remarks?
Yes, I'm just deflecting. First of all, I want to say that the fact that you're doing this and that you've gone out of your way to do so many things for me, for my family, but really representative of the congregation. Sometimes I imagine I'll comment on this soon enough in a more public forum, but sometimes
no idea what you're talking about.
In my line of work, sometimes you tap in the mic like, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Like, is it working? But it's moments like these when you realize what's really important, who's really important, and it's very, very gratifying and it's very humbling at the same time to know that, like I've always said, that we've become part of your extended family, you become part of our extended family, and it's a certain bond and a closeness and something that you carry through your whole life. So when I look back at kind of my life, it's a period of reflection, whether I like to or not. I mean, the good news is I won't remember it tomorrow, but when we look back in reflection, I could feel sort of a sense of accomplishment and a sense of mission, a sense of meaning, and understanding what lies ahead and what work still needs to be done. And it's like I said, it's humbling and gratifying.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for all you do for us and for the community and for the Jewish people at large and for the world at large. And thank you more personally for your friendship. It means the world to us. And we wish you all the best in the future to you, your wonderful wife and family and extended family. It's really a wonderful thing. So officially, happy birthday. Yom Holedet Sameach.
Thank you. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yes.
My allergies.
Be well.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.